Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening. Finally, we got an opportunity to have a live session. My
Okay.
God.
Yeah. So, how are you?
I'm very well. You tell me what's happening.
All good.
What are we discussing? I hope it's going to be a very candid live
Yeah,
session
definitely.
because I'm not prepared at
Def-
all. And being an interior designer, our life is like, at a go. Always we are on the toes, running around, getting things done.
yes. No,
So
it would be completely candid. I will be asking you questions, and you would have to answer it very quick. Like, what is it? How is it? How are you? So active on every single thing. So it would be very quick question and answer.
okay, I'm
Yeah.
looking
So,
forward
uh,
to it. Tell me.
as I have already briefed about you to the audience, like who you are and what do you specialize in. So, I would love if you brief about yourself to the audience as well.
Okay. So, I saw that video that you did. That was so cute, really nice. Okay, and now if you want to explain what I've done, I've studied MBA Masters. I've worked with MNCs like Bharti and Panasonic, and later I joined the family business. I always had that creative side to my things, and I have always had this love towards interiors, designing, home decor. So when I then I did pursued a professional course, obviously, as a designer from JD Institute, and then I launched my own showroom at Saket by the brand name Vilasa Luxury Living. We have our own manufacturing. We have been into this industry for so many decades now. But later, when I joined, I wanted to specialize into residential and commercial projects, and Vilasa takes care of that. And now, as you also briefed the audience before, we have a home decor segment also
Yes.
because I feel that you know, uh, being an interior designer, every piece makes a statement.
Yes.
So it's important to find right pieces, and there are people who sometimes cannot get professional
Yes.
help in terms of interior designing, which is very
Yes.
mandatory. Let me tell you that it is very, very mandatory because the functionality and aesthetics, what a professional help can, help you with. Normal reading would not be able to help you to grasp that kind of knowledge. And home is something that you build, once with so much of love, care, and functionality is so much important. And utility of space is very important. And you need somebody who understands what you are really looking for. What are your dream? When you go to an interior designer, they actually make your dream come true.
Yes.
Like and the best part about designing is that when I sit with my clients and I try to understand what they're really looking for. And also, these days the technology has got so advanced in terms of home
Yes.
automation. And there's smart lighting systems that has come up, projection mapping, interactive surfaces, smart furniture, kinetic architecture, which only a professional can help you with.
Yes. So, but many of the clients think that having an interior designer is some of, extra key. We don't need an interior designer. We can do it on our own. But when we talk about interior designing and home decor, but people take it as something else. Like it is for the people who can afford these sort of extras and all. But we need a home design. We can do it all on our own. So anything for them.
Yes. So, there's a misconception that people have that, if they hire an interior designer, they are paying an extra amount unnecessary, which is untrue, because as I told you, the technologies have become so advanced. You need a professional help to help you with the right home automation selection, with the right selection of smart lighting system, with the projection mapping, and what kind of displays are needed, and smart furniture. As I told you, these points are very important. That's the reason I'm repeating it. The interactive surfaces, then also, there's a sustainable material that can be used. All that knowledge can be only given to you by a professional help. There's a possibility that what you're reading, or my friends very coolly say there's something called Google knowledge.
Yeah.
People feel that there's everything is in Google, but Google can't make your dream come true. Now you need somebody to help you to choose the right material. It can tell you what the material has, but what is really needed according to your requirement and for a good living. Because when it comes to luxury means getting things aesthetically right,
Yes.
and getting the function. Yeah. So
But
tell me.
I think so. Google and Pinterest has also been a sort of inspiration platform for people. People go for, that I have this much of area, I want to decorate it, so they can, get some inspiration from the other platforms like Pinterest, Google, and other etc. From Instagram as well. Like we have seen some people go to Instagram for the aesthetics and the other things that they want to add on to their space.
Absolutely. There are a lot of ideas, unique ideas, which is available online. I'm not denying with that, and which is amazing. That actually makes our standard go higher, because we need to come up with something better. But being an interior designer, that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of information is there, but what is the right information that is needed? You know, which is needed for a client,
Yes.
to make the dream home.
Yes.
That only professional can help. There are different type of marbles. Information is given.
Yes.
Which marble, everything is given. But then, which marble you have to use at your home for the to achieve the kind of design that you're looking for, the functionality. Like these days, I have always been a fan of white and gold. I love white and gold. And if you have seen my commercial projects,
Yes.
the finance project that I did, or a lot of luxury houses, I've used that.
Yeah.
But then again,
Yeah.
I
We are
have
also seeing
considered.
your background as well. We are also seeing it in your background as well.
Yeah,
It is white.
I'm a very white and gold person. I love it. But again, you have to consider, like for me, but for my home, I would not use white and gold. Yes, I've used for my office, but not for my home, because I have 2 kids, I have a fur baby.
Yeah.
And then, I'm a working mother. So I have to consider a lot of factors before designing my own space also. So, according to the dynamics of a family, or according to the dynamics of your, usability, your lifestyle, again, color themes are, selected.
Yeah, actually, we were actually when we got tumbled across your profile on Instagram. So when I was scrolling down, when I was just so amazed to see that you are managing your workout, your skincare, your work, your kids, your life. How do you do that? Like how you manage doing everything so beautifully. Like we also want to learn something from you.
Oh, that's so kind of you. I still feel I'm always struggling to find the right balance. But yes, maybe I have mastered you know, the way to strike the right balance between everything. And I love working out. Like, workout is a very important part of my daily life. I take out 1 hour for myself, and I think that is mandatory. And I advise every woman out there that you should take out that 1 hour. You deserve that 1 hour for your own self. And and I tell all the men out there also that you should encourage women to work out. That take out that 1 hour for their own self, because I think again, when you're in a family, both, I'm not being judgmental, both of you give so much that you need, or both of you need 1 hour for yourself, and you should encourage each other. And it really helps, because if you're fit, then you'll manage everything more happily.
Because when we see, people think that the girls or women in the architecture and interior design industry are very boyish. They are very boyish, and but when
Really?
you look at you, you are like so beautiful. How do you do that? How do you manage everything? You do it all so gracefully. Like A big fan.
No,
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, but I have to, not agree with that part because there's so many, people who are so graceful and beautiful and doing beautiful things. Isa ji, for an example, I've been following her. She's into fitness, and I've seen these days a lot of architects and designers are promoting fitness because our field is such,
yeah,
from client handling to labor to material selection. But then the scope is so huge. You have to always juggle with things to get it perfect. To make your. I remember there was a time that one of my clients. She wanted a particular chandelier, and we went to so many places, but we couldn't. Then at the end, I gave up and I said, "Let me just manufacture the chandelier for you," and it came out beautiful. I'll share the image also with you. I think I've shared it on Instagram also. So yeah, you have to, for even a small thing, or a furniture piece or for a lightning piece, we have to really search and go deep and design it sometimes and manufacture it sometimes or just outsource it because again, people don't like to compromise when it comes to their dream, and it's again
yes,
their
because
opportunity. We get to make people.
of yeah, because the reason of these live session is to break the myths and to solve the misconception that people have about the industry. Like it is not like you think. It is far better than it is shown on the Instagram handles and on the other profiles. That architecture industry or interior design industry is much more than just the site visits and the construction part. What
We are
I
into
feel is.
construction also, and
Yeah.
it is again one part of it. We will construct only once the designing is done. It's very, very important to get your architecture and design drawings correct, get all your plans in place with right measurements. Trust me, anything that goes wrong later, it's you have to pay a heavy price. So it's always good to get a right design plans with you.
So I would ask that for aspiring interior designers or students, you must say that what is the one piece of advice that you think that it can be really helpful for them so they can use it in their studies or their entrepreneurial journey?
Um, See, I would like to tell them that go as deep as possible, as much possible. Study because our field, we have to keep studying about the new material, the specification, and then we need to learn where to you place the right product at in a right project. It's very, very important. We can't just choose a product and put it anywhere. The measurements have we have to be very good with the measurements. We cannot go wrong anywhere wrong. One measurement can really make a lot of difference. So and the space planning should be there. Yeah.
Okay. So coming up to the next segment, so I would, it is my question also. Like if someone is decorating their space or their interiors of their house, that how do you advise them that they can design their interiors or their spaces within a budget and in such a way that it can look so much beautiful and also within their budget? Because some people don't have that much of the budget, but they want their space to look very beautiful and very attractive.
There's a scheme that I specially was running in Vilasa for such clients. There was just, I think you have to pay rupees 10,000 per room. In which we will be designing. There was a scheme that we specially run who did not have enough budgets because I again I keep emphasizing that it's very, very important to get a professional help because no matter how much knowledge you gather in that limited span, because see, even if you're building home, there's a limited period that you're studying about it now.
Yes.
I have been studying for about all this since 15 years. I've been into this industry for 15 years with expertise, expert advisors of my seniors who have been running this, who has been into this business, because again, experience is also very important, and right knowledge is also very important, and it's not a try and tested thing, you know.
Yes.
And I always say that builders should also get a license. Matlab, all my builder friends are gonna kill me, but I think, you know, everything should have a
Yes.
license in India, so that a right professional help is given to you. There are a lot of things that we need to consider while constructing a place. You know, a lot of measures are needed to be taken. It's
Yeah. So
not just thing that
coming
is
to license
that
part.
goes.
So when you work, when you collaborate, when it is a chance to collaborate with someone, and like you do the interiors part, so you collaborate with the architects or the contractors or the builders. So what is the one thing you seek for when you collaborate with someone, or if you have collaborated with someone, so then what is that one thing that you have loved working with that particular person?
So we have our own team. So I've been blessed enough. I always believe in retaining people. But yes, we do have a model in which we work for architects. We manufacture and, you know, we outsource design services to them. What I love about it, see, every home is a different experience, and yeah, so you know, when I meet them, there are different ideas, different concept, different vision. um, and again, I said that, you know, it's an industry where you need to know everything on your tips. You really need to have a lot of knowledge. You need to gather as much information you can, and you need to know uh, which product is to be used in which project. And, you know, it has to be, again, the product that you're suggesting has to be budget friendly to the clients, because, you know, again, everybody has a budget that you need to consider. Everybody wants functionality and aesthetics to go right, and you need to give them what they are looking for in the desired budget. You know, you can't push somebody unnecessary to a limit. In fact, you know, I have been a part of a project where my client was in touch with few builders, and a certain budget was told by the builder to the client. But then, see, again, when your home is getting made, it's a year project,
Yes.
right? So pricing keeps changing,
Yes.
and a lot of modifications happen, a lot of new things, trending things come up. So what you need to use, again, you know, what home automation is needed, what kind of lightning. Well, there are a lot of things that keep upgrading in this industry, and, you know, you have to keep upgrading. So how can you commit beforehand, you know, the pricing? So, and at Vilasa, I think we are the advantage of a client, but then the client get us, we're very transparent in terms of costing. You know, a lot of bifurcations given. We don't say ki this is an amount and itne mein ghar ban raha. We tell them why itne mein ban raha hai. You know, what all you're looking for. In fact, as I told you, we have our own manufacturing also. But when a client gets designing done, it's a client's choice whether they want to get furniture manufactured at our factory or not. Uh, I think we're completely blessed that um, my core team is very strong, you know. So when a client comes, they are so impressed with designing and the entire process. They always get manufacturing done from us also. In fact, I would like to point out this also. There's a very funny thing that happens with me. A lot of the time, my clients come to me and they say that आप ना फर्नीचर, हमें देखो ये फर्नीचर तो चाहिए चाहिए, सपोजिटली बेडरूम है, हमें ये बेड, एक बेड तो चाहिए, दो साइड टेबल तो चाहिए, एक एलसीडी यूनिट तो चाहिए, हम आपसे फर्नीचर बनवा लेते हैं, डिजाइन कॉस्ट उसमें ऐड कर लो.
Okay.
That also happens a lot with me, but we don't do that. I said, if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for, you know, nothing, something very smart, or, you know, a good suggestion, or complete theme based room or something, why don't you suggest and we'll manufacture. I direct them towards the factory, and, you know, they can give the design and get it manufactured. But when a designer is involved, a lot of things is taken care. You know, sometimes in a room, like I'm a working mother, I would want a study table also in my room. I would want smart solutions, you know. For my kids also, for the kids' room, supposedly, I'll give you an example. I need everything to be in a systematic way, in a lined way, so that I can function properly in my daily life. Otherwise, so you keep organizing the room only, the whole day passes by. So yeah, and
So, as you are also a mother, so for example, yeah, like you are designing a home for a person who is a mother, a working mother, let's say. So, what are the key elements you take care of while designing a particular project that is completely dedicated to such kind of person who is also working, but they also need everything organized and very systematic for taken care of?
see, again, it will depend on the area they have. It will depend on what are they looking, what you know in particular that mom is looking for. You know, like in the room, and how in close proximity is she looking for.
Yes.
So again, I'll have to study and understand her requirement to again. That's what I'm saying. Understanding what a client is, what a client requires, is first step towards designing. A lot of the times we know as a as a person what we want. That's the reason we take help of these Google and
Yes.
Pinterest to design. But to find the right person who can understand and give you what you really want, because you know a lot of times we find solutions now on internet for a lot of other things, but we don't really find a correct solution.
Yes.
There are options that we find, but what is really you know important to you or for you,
Yes.
sometimes yeah we need help for
So
that. So again, I have to understand the complete dynamics. You know how many hours is she working, and what all she needs, how much space do I have, and what all it's important for her to yeah to
and
you know live the lifestyle that she's looking forward to.
okay.
Again, it's very subjective to the client. You know, I'll be very honest. It really depends on the
Yeah,
client's requirement.
it is. You need to study about the client.
But if you want to know about me, what all I want in my room, I can tell you that, because I know what I want and I have decided accordingly.
Yes, because when you are designing a space for somebody, you also need to come up with an idea like how the client thinks and what they actually need. Because sometimes clients come with a picture of a project, like we want something like this, but it also depends about the functionality and the space the person has or the client has. So I think that also depends on the space that a person has, that either this can be done or not.
Yes. No, everything can be done. You just need the right
For the
person.
space, like if somebody has a very minimal space area where they want something to be done, so I think it depends on space.
You can do a lot with the minimum space also. You just need to find out where you need to give you know what has to what is important at that moment to you,
Yes.
and how the space designing is done.
Yes.
Space planning is also a very crucial part of designing, na?
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
that's why we are having a conversation with you, because there are many things that many of us don't know, and you are the one who can explain it to us in a very beautiful.
I am here for you. Tell me what all you want to know about designing. I would love to share.
As you know, we have a very complete questionnaire prepared. We need to ask you every question. So we need to get everything asked from you. So my next question would be, are there any innovative technologies you've integrated into your design or products? Because you are also designing a space, but you are also designing the products to enhance the beauty of that space. So any technology that you have used for your projects or products?
Yes, we have used a lot of. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. So I was asking about the technology that you have used in your projects and products, because it is very asked question from many of the designers that either you are using the technologies that are now used in the other projects
See,
as well.
now everything has become very centralized. So, whether it's including lighting or, security cameras or window blinds, I've in fact shared a lot of reels and videos also. I've tried whatever time I can spare. I do promote those brands who are giving those home systems, which helps them to to make it more centralized. Nowadays, so you go outside your home through apps, you can take care of the entire home. What's going on? What's going inside the home?
Yes. So I think
We
so
can
that
incorporate all of that.
people implement these kind of technologies in most of the projects. But when we are asking about the products that you have, then when you create a product, then what is the one thing that you keep in your mind that this product should be made or can be very much aesthetic or full of functionality for that particular project?
I'm so sorry, your voice is not that audible. Can you just repeat it once more for me?
I'm sorry. I was asking that when you are manufacturing a product for home decor, that what is the one thing that you keep in mind while creating the one piece of home decor?
As for home decor, you're asking, what do I keep? Not for interior designing.
No.
What?
I have asked for both. You have explained for the interior designing,
Okay,
and now I'm
you're asking for home decor. So see, every product can be any product can be a statement piece. I always believe that one should not clutter the entire home with a lot of home decor products.
Yeah.
Use the right product at a right place, and that's more than enough, because sometimes you need a home decor uh, which you need not just for the statement as a statement piece, but you need it utility wise also.
Yes. Like some of
So
some
So
people,
according to a client's requirement, again, for a console, I might need a decor item which looks very nice while we get it placed, but we might need something which can be also used as a key holder, or something to keep inside it. Even like when you guests are over or in your center table, you might want to use a home decor just to enhance the center table, but you might want to uh, put decor pieces in which you can have some storage, a little bit snacks and all. When they're coming, they can use the home decor products for as utility also and as a showpiece also. Am I audible?
so it is all about,
Is the network fine?
like, it is also for the beauty of the space and also for the utilization of the particular product that we have placed on that
Yes.
on our area or
Functionality go in hand in hand. Just
so
yeah.
we have also seen on many of your products they are full of functionality as well. Those are not merely for the aesthetics, but also for being used in a very good way, that you know that you have spent your money at a very good space, I
Absolutely.
guess.
Absolutely. Every product that goes inside your house, whether it's a smart furniture, whether it is a home decor, is equally is of equal importance. It needs to go aesthetically correct, and it needs to be you choose it according to your need and requirement also. Also, I would say that since you're mentioning home decor a lot, I've just started with home decor, and the Insta page of home decor section of Vilasa home decor just developing. So just wait and watch. There are more than 200 SKUs that are already in the pipeline, and we are coming up with an e-commerce website also, where the complete description and utility, everything will be showcasing it, because sometimes we like a product, but we can use it in different ways.
Yes.
That also we can help as a designer for a client's understanding.
That's great. So, so I won't be questioning you about home decor from now. So let's talk about it.
No, you are most welcome with any of the questions.
So
And yeah, if I can, I try to answer them.
related to interior designing. So my next question is that are there any specific colors, materials or styles that are particularly popular right now? Or what do you suggest people to use?
So I think how many combinations you want me to tell you? As I told you, one is white and gold. That's my evergreen favorite. But again, I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example for commercial project only, since we have been giving a lot of examples for residential projects. So I just did this uh, salon up in Nash with white and gold theme, which is again luxurious and I love it. And I knew this the owner Lamina could handle it, so I gave her that. There is another salon that we coming up in Anand Vihar, so we are trying to use pastel colors in that with different combinations. Um, um, which I cannot describe here, but yeah, grey and lilac are also very good combination. White and gold I've told you. Then warm beige is very nice. Honey tones are very in. So I think these few color themes are always in.
So the priority would be white and gold.
I love white and gold. I think we add richness to our face. And but you should have. I think when you use even white and gold is, but when I also mentioned pastel colors combinations should be used. When you use that, now few statement pieces should also be used. The bright statement pieces. In fact, I'm so sorry. I saw some video I think on your page only which said that kitchens should have dark or bright colors, but according to me, it should not.
Okay.
Let's see, every creative person will have a different strike of colors proposal. That is the reason find getting a right interior designer is also important for you. Getting an interior designer who can make your dream come true is also important, because everybody cannot give you the same cannot actually understand, cannot have the same understanding for the project.
Yes.
And cannot make your dream home come true the way you want it. Again, I think it's a very tedious and a very difficult process, because I have seen my clients being nervous sometimes, or in fact, if you must have gone through my page, there was this interview that I did with Ritu Malik. Again, she is now a very close friends. Like somehow, I think with my clients, I managed to develop a good relationship, because when you make somebody's dream home come true, na, they feel very happy, and they get emotionally attached to you also. So I wasn't her first choice. I was her. She went to an interior designer, and then there were certain promises that were made. I'm not going to name the company, but then there were certain promises that were made that we'll be giving you the drawings within a month. The work will start. Then a lot of knowledge she did not have when the construction of the house started. So by chance, she stays in Saket only, H block. So she used to pass by Vilasa. So one day she just decided, let me just get down and just let me just visit and see. She was really nervous and really I'm sorry Ritu, I'm saying that on live. I said it before also. She was almost into her tears. Matlab, she did not know what to do, where to go, how to do, because once she has invested in a designer, she has already paid, and nothing is really happening. There is a limited time, when a client is getting homemade. Some people are fortunate enough to stay at their own space, and then they have that much of time in their hand. But some people don't. They're a rented place. They would like to invest that money and the house that they're making, that they're building up for themselves for the future, rather than paying extra rent. So there's a time period that a designer also need to consider while designing a project. You can't say ki, I will do this in 6 months, because the client also has to plan a lot of things.
Yes, definitely. So actually, the thing is, when client comes to any interior designer or an architect, they come with a belief within them that they want something to be created, they are putting their whole money, their time, and their trust within a single person, let's say. So I think it's uh, it is very important for the designer or the architect to stand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's very important for us to understand their needs and to deliver the needs of a client on the, within the time that is promised.
Yeah, to
Because it is
match.
not an easy job to build your house, let me tell you. Neither for a designer, neither for the client. A lot of investment is getting made, a lot of emotions are getting attached. It's and as you were we were discussing, I remember you just asked me a few questions regarding when you're designing a room for a mom or for it's still easy to design it for one person. When the entire family is, they have to consider everybody's dynamics, everybody's profession, everybody's requirement, and how the dynamics is going to work for their lifestyle, for them to achieve the goals, or build a place where they can live happily and come together. Lot of things are considered, yeah. Like for an example, for a small furniture piece also, when you have a bigger family, bigger get-togethers, like I have a big joint family, so I would want and if I have a space limit, I would want a dining table which can be extendable also.
Yes.
Again, it's a part of smart furniture. So now, thanks to creativity, we have come up with solutions. Great, in fact, very good solutions for even small spaces where the functionality does not get compromised.
That's great. So, as we were talking about the colors, that we should not use dark colors in the kitchen. So, it is a part of,
No,
I
I
guess,
think we should not use dark colors. Try taking dark, brighter colors as statement pieces instead of overall look. Because I don't know, I like an openness. I like adding an openness to a space.
like minimalism is your, go-to thing that you keep
No, no,
everything.
that depends. I can read. Yeah, I like pastel colors for sure.
So,
But I like adding colors also to a space through statement pieces or, yeah, or through a furniture piece, accent chairs or something, then overall giving it a very dark feel.
so while selecting colors, I think so. It is also part of Vastu. So, do you believe in Vastu, and how much do you incorporate Vastu in your projects? It is.
See, for few things like mandir and kitchen we do. Otherwise, I don't really believe in Vastu, but if my clients do, then again, it's a dream home, it's their home, they have to stay. Client is everything. What they want, we provide them with that. We have a Vastu consultant at Vilasa also, and for certain projects, we consider the advisors of our Vastu consultant and we do it accordingly.
Okay, so I think I have concluded that whatever you do, it is always keeping the client and the client's expectations in mind. Whatever you are,
Absolutely.
either you are designing a product or designing a whole project, what you do is you just think about the client, like how clients think, and it is all almost done. The half of the work is done when you think about the client, I guess.
Also, I feel this industry, a person will only trust you if they have a good experience. A person will only come back to you if somebody has put a word of mouth for you.
Yeah.
So again, this business runs on recommendations. I would say people, if they recommend you, if the clients had a good experience, um, they will recommend your name, and they are actually the ones, your own clients whose project you have done are actually the ones who get you more clients and more work in this industry.
So that was great. It was a very, very amazing conversation for me as well. I have learned so many new things. Like, it was great. So it was from my end. If you have anything for the audience or anything for take away from this session, please go ahead.
It was lovely interacting with you. It was really nice talking about my industry, and I love that you asked me about how can we inspire more designers, especially the young designers. And yeah, I it was a very candid interview anyway. Which ways, I just